Post-match interview here at the Erie following today's 1-0 win against Kidlington. Dave, I just wrote a brief report for the non-league paper, and I put in there the result probably doesn't tell the whole story. Yes, it was a narrow win, but probably without the heroics of their goalkeeper, particularly in the first half, it would have been a more comfortable afternoon for us.
Yeah, we said that at half time. We said it at the end of the game. So I said at half time that they'll go into their changing room and they're still in the game that they could be out of. And I've just spoken to their managers, and they've just said the same thing. Could have been four at half time, but for his saves, and he's had a great first half. But listen, we've gone through weeks and weeks where we didn't create a chance. Now we're creating chances. We've gone through weeks and weeks where we've gifted goals away and we're not gifting goals away. So there's lots of positives coming up it. But you're right, we could have been far more comfortable. I mean, two of our lads have not got on today. They never got on, unfortunately, on Monday, and we're very conscious about that. It's still a squad game, but the game was so tight. And both Billy and Luke are fullbacks. You're not wanting to change them areas at that time of the game. So, yeah, should have been more comfortable. But it's another win, and that's the important bit as far as we're concerned.
So absolutely hit the nail on the head there. Just getting another win on the board. But how good is it at the moment that we have been guilty of giving away some very soft goals at times this season, but three clean sheets in a row is certainly no mean feat, is it?
No, I mean it's the 3 clean sheets is the catalyst to where we are now, because I think on Monday night, which I said to the team in there, we had a 17-year-old keeper, never met him before because Charlie, our regular number one's got a thumb injury. And I think the lads in front of him looked at how young he was and defended far more match awareness. They were winning balls. They didn't want to put him under unnecessary pressure. And all of a sudden, he's gone through that game with a clean sheet, and they took that mentality into today's game. So again, his keeping coach from Cambridge United has watched it, and he hasn't really, everything he's been asked to do, he's done, come and collect balls, etc. He hasn't really had many saves to make because we're defending far better as a team. So the 3 clean sheets have been massive.
I think it has been. I don't think he had many saves to make today. But as a 17-year-old goalkeeper, a ball's being pumped into the box. You can, if there's any sort of weakness in your game, you can get found out at this level. But when he has had to come for anything, he's been really vocal and he's been really confident. I think that's probably breeded confidence in the defence in front of him as well.
Yeah, he's been. I mean, we've had some good goalkeepers this season, but he's just come in and again, I'll go back to the fact, I think because our team thought he's only 17, we need to defend better before, because he is the last man in defence as such, and we've stopped the ball getting to that situation for the first time this season. As you said, first beginning of your question, we've conceded some soft goals this year, so we haven't gifted many chances in the last 2 games. And the one against Dunstable, Charlie in goal that day has produced 3 great saves at 0-0. So 3-0 looks like an easy win, but that was far from it. But yeah, it's been very good. So, and now we're creating chances the other end, and it's looking good for me and Dave weren't really concerned as such when we go through the tough run because we had so many players missing and injuries and illnesses. But you can only say those things so many times before it starts to play in the back of your mind. Is it going to be one of those seasons? But yeah, 3 wins on the bounce. I think it puts us up to 8th, and all of a sudden now you're able to look up and think, right, who's the next team we can catch?
I was just literally going to say that. I mean, probably in the lead up to Christmas, you've still got. I mean, I don't think either you or Dave at any point thought that we would get embroiled in a relegation battle at the other end. But the more we didn't get those wins on the board, there's just always that in the back of your mind that it might end up being a bit of a scrap for us. But all of a sudden, let's say three home wins in a row, 3 clean sheets, and it's certainly we're looking up the table now rather than down.
Well, I think the whole season changed for me when we played Stopfold here, because people were talking of a 6-pointer because we were, I think, 5th bottom, 6th bottom. They were just below us or just above us. We were about, I think they might have been a point above us, but we had games in hand. And you don't want to be playing too many of them games after Christmas where you're playing a team that are in and around you near the bottom. So that's not pleasant for anybody. So these 3 wins now, like I said, we're looking up, and now we're all looking forward to Wednesday. And now you're thinking, can we get another 3 points? And we're playing with a freedom. So I fought today for 60 minutes. We played some good football. We played with a freedom. We played it quick. We got in amongst them. But we're still carrying, in my opinion, a couple of battle scars from earlier in the year where we've conceded a last-minute goal at Ware, a last-minute goal at Enfield, 2 soft goals against Tame. So you enter the last 15 minutes of a game 1-0. You've got that side of things to overcome. But so scrappy in the end. But 1-0's 1-0. 3 wins on the bounce, 3 clean sheets on the bounce. And now, again, you're going to ask these lads, go and keep another clean sheet Wednesday. Do whatever it takes to keep a clean sheet and see where that takes us.
Dave, is there, going into Wednesday, obviously Aylesbury away, will there be a bit of an added incentive for the lads to maybe put right the opening day defeat?
I don't think that come. I don't think we'll probably discuss that. I just feel that it's a game that we're capable of winning. That they played us. You have to give them credit on that first game. They played us a treat, you know, and then got their 3 goals, and so we'll be aware of probably how they're going to play against us. Just think it's a case of keep this run going, really. You know, Skip will mention it. I won't, because
It was a while ago anyway, wasn't it?
yeah, and I don't think, you know, it wasn't like there was any bad blood at the end of it or anything like that. Bad blood, bad feelings. But it's just a case of, it's a game, and I'm sure their manager will say the same. It's a winnable game, and if we're in the 8th, we want to stay there. We want to, as Skip just said. So can we get to the next one? If we can start on a run, we will. You know, the boys in the playoff places are a long way off. But listen, it only takes one of those to go through a bit of a bad run, and all of a sudden we can match there. But we're in and around where I think we felt we should be, and as you know, if you think you're good enough to be in and around them areas, then if things go your way, then you're suddenly find yourself where those guys are in the top 5 places. We've not been consistent enough to do that, and we just spoke before we started filming about the points we've dropped to the lower, you know, the sides below us. We could have been there, but that was the inconsistency we had at the time, and we've finally just found a little bit of consistency. I don't want to be too brave and think it's going to keep going on, but we've done every season. We seem to get ourselves into a little run, which we're doing now, and I think I said on Monday, there's the next 3 games. They're games we've got to target and try and get something out of all 3. We've managed today. Now we've got to go and do something at Aylesbury.
Excellent stuff, gents. Well, as I say, enjoy that. Another win on the board. As I say, interesting game coming up on Wednesday where we take on 9th place Aylesbury. They have 2 games in hand on us at the moment, so all set up for an interesting contest. And yeah, we look forward to seeing you then.
Thanks, Luke.
Thank you.